Welcome to Keep It Coming podcast,
The second happiest place on earth.
where all your dreams come true.
Come inside.
Oh, what's going on? Welcome back, everyone. We have a fun audience today. We have Cam, Jay, Joey, Frankie.
Yeah.
Cheyenne, you sound a little hoarse.
I'm a little sick. Yeah. It's been a crazy week, but you know what? Things are good. Life is good. Can't
It
complain.
has been a crazy week. I've been looking forward to your stories. We haven't talked at all this week.
I know we're purposely not talking, like updating each other on each other's lives so that when we come on the podcast, we can actually talk about so you're not like, oh, I didn't know that, when in reality you do know.
Yeah,
that.
I like that a lot better, actually.
So I wanted to save this to the podcast, but I got a cat.
What?
Yeah.
I hate cats.
I know he hates cats, but I knew you were going to talk me out of it. And thank you, Burbank Animal Shelter, for Valentino. He is the most beautiful, perfect 2-year-old boy, and my family is complete. And now I just need a husband.
I still can't believe she got a cat, and it's just as ugly as her damn dog is.
What?
The other day
That's
when you were on
actually
the phone
really
with me.
big news.
Yeah, the other day you were on the phone with me with
I'm
Tanner,
allergic.
and you were like, "Are you getting a fucking prostate exam?" And I was like, "No," because they were like, "Oh yeah, the cat has all its shots and blah blah blah." And you were like, "Shots?" And he was like in the background. And I'm like, "I don't want Anthony to know." Then you were like, "Are you getting a prostate exam or something?"
Oh shit, we were talking about prostate exams.
Yeah.
We were talking about how weird
But I got a
it's going to be for
cat.
you to go to the doctor later to have like your prostate checked.
Is that a thing? Will I have to?
Yeah, of course. When you turn
What?
like 40.
Wow. Oh really? It's like where
Yeah.
they like put it in and like cough.
I don't know.
Right?
I'm still a young chicken.
Is she like 50s?
So you got a cat. What'd you name
So I got a
it?
cat. His name is Valentino.
Okay, what
So
color is your
baby
cat?
Black.
Do you have a picture
He's a
of this cat?
rescue. Yeah.
We'll show this picture.
Well,
up.
I have
can't
gloves
believe you got a
on,
cat.
so I can't. There's no way. But we can insert the photo of the cat
Okay.
because there's no way I can with these fingers.
All right.
It doesn't work. Whoever thought a touchscreen is a fucking idiot.
How does your dog get along with your cat? By the way, Cheyenne has one of the ugliest dogs in the world. You'll
I have
see
a
it
thing
the
for,
next
like-
episode.
You saw her dog, right?
No, he shouldn't hear that. He already has a low self-esteem. I have a thing for like ugly animals, and the cat
She has
is
an ugly
also,
fetish for sure.
Yeah, and the cat is actually like really fucked up and was like he was abandoned. I got it from the Burbank shelter actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, is it an old cat?
he's 2 years old.
Oh, it's not
yeah,
that old.
and he's
but
so cute.
Can't do
His name's-
cats.
And
I'm sorry, all you cat people out there. I just feel like when you go into a cat house, it smells like cats, or
No,
it smells like a
not
litter
me.
box, or like there's hair everywhere, or there's
no,
scratch marks.
Not me.
Graham,
I'm OCD,
you know,
I
you're
don't
watching this.
play.
Graham has a damn cat
Does
too.
he
We actually
really?
I send him all these memes where it's like cat people versus dog people.
Oh,
Cats are just so selfish. You can't walk a cat. You can't.
no.
They just sit there and like meow at you.
Yeah, no, but yeah, no. I introduced him to my dog, and he
Mhm.
slapped the hell out of my dog, which was expected. Bitch slapped the fuck out of him. He was gagged. But now they're friends. They get along really well now. He probably misses us. He's probably like, where'd the crazy boy go? But now they're getting along. Today I woke up and it was the first time the cat is like acclimated into the home and like likes me, and he was like sleeping on my head, and then my dog was sleeping on my stomach, and it was the cutest thing ever. I feel so, he's a boy too, so I'm like, oh, I got a little boy family because I'm such a boy mom. A single mom that works 2 jobs, who loves her kids. Fucking love Reba. But yeah, that was my update, and I went sober for 2 weeks. I've been sober now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was bored as fuck. So it's like I need to fulfill the like need to drink with something else. So I got a cat instead.
All right. So you're like a straight person where like their relationship goes to shit. So like, let's have a baby.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha.
Like let's solve all of our problems. With
Yeah, with a child.
Now we are on week 3 of being sober. Ugh, sobriety is so crazy, honestly. Like I went out this past weekend. Everyone was forcing me to drink alcohol. Didn't touch it. I said no. I was very proud of myself. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right? But you know what I hate? I hate a bitch that gets sober and thinks she's better than everyone. I hate that shit. Like, bitch, don't act like you weren't just pissing and shitting yourself in the middle of the club 2 months ago.
First of all, she was blacked out the last episode, so I have no idea what she's talking about. But here's for going sober, time number 7. Fingers crossed.
Got
What
it.
about you? How have you been? You haven't
Good,
updated
good.
me on anything.
I
You said
haven't.
you had
I
some
haven't.
stories.
This weekend was crazy. Sunday, I got into a fight at the bar. I haven't gotten in a fight at the bar in a long time, and this one actually really pissed me off. So,
oh shit, Anthony getting in a fight, shocker.
We don't accept Apple Pay at the bar, and we're one of the few bars that don't. I get it.
That's a millennial bar. Get with the times, Mickey's. Have Apple Pay. Come on, Gen Z. No one ever carries their wallets anymore, especially in WeHo. They be stealing that shit all the fucking time.
And we have signs that are literally duct taped to the bar that say no Apple Pay. A friend of mine brought his friend in, and the guy just ripped the sign off, started fanning himself. And another bartender came up and was like, "Hey, can you put that Can you set that down on the bar?"
Yeah.
And like he said it nicely. Normally we could have just been like, get the fuck out, and thrown him out. But he actually said it nicely. And the guy throws it down. He's like, "It's so fucking hot in there." Mind you, this guy is wearing a hoodie and sweatpants, and it was like 100 degrees in there. Like Jay knows.
Yeah. Girl, they don't have AC in that fucking club. Every single time Anthony hosts his birthday, it's upstairs, which you know what that means? Heat rises, right? Bitch, you look back at every single old photo of me. No, actually don't look back at all the old photos of me, because I look like I took a shower at Anthony's birthday, because I am drenched in sweat, because they don't have fucking AC in that place. Because you guys don't have AC in there,
We do, but the whole front of the bar is open. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how much AC you have pumping in there, it's just gonna go right out.
Yeah.
But anyway, and I kind of intervene and I jump in and I was like, "Bro, you're wearing a hoodie and sweatpants. Like, what do you expect for it to be hot?"
Girl, I'd wear a fur coat in the middle of the summer. I'd do anything for fashion.
This fucker, he goes, "Shut up, you're just a faggot ass bartender." Mind you, I'm very proud of myself for how I act.
Was he straight?
No. He was just yeah.
Just called you a fat. Oh.
He just, a lot of gays will just do that thing. Like, "You're a faggot." I'm like, "Well, look in the mirror, you dumb bitch." You know what I mean? But yeah, he was like, "You're a faggot ass bartender." And mind you, this guy was, I want to say, morbidly obese, but he was a big dude, and he had some shitty ass veneers and some shitty ass cornrows that were all frayed out and whatnot. And I literally sat there and I'm like, "You're gonna call?" We kind of just went back and forth, but it turned into a situation where he did the whole "meet me outside, I'll beat your ass" type of thing. And
the fact that guy said "meet me outside," ooh wait. One thing about Anthony, he may be small, he may be little, he may be fun size, but he can fucking fight.
I'm proud of myself because I would have jumped over the bar circa 2019 and gotten into an actual physical altercation. But I've taken my anger management classes and they're working decently well, and I choose to focus all of my anger on plaster walls instead of people's faces. But
Maybe we should get you a boxing course or something.
Yeah, right. No, it was good. It was I just can't deal with people who disrespect other people. And it immediately goes to like, he even talked about something about, I make so much more than you. And it's kind of funny. My response to that was just like, it doesn't matter how much you make. You can't buy class. Like, you're just trash. You know what I mean? I don't really give a shit. And it was just kind of funny.
But also people don't know that you are probably one of the smartest people I know. You invested all of your money and you just, honestly, I feel like you...
I'm poor. What are you
I mean, he's poor, and please send us money. Please. I'm in the process of moving, so if anyone wants to donate to the Shayan Foundation.
Help me, I'm poor.
Oh my God. Wait, but that's crazy. So you got in a fight. I forgot to tell you, because 2 weeks ago, we were at Barney's.
We're not glorifying fighting.
No. But we were at Barney's, and this random guy comes up to, Angel, the little gay boy that I hang out with?
Sure.
He's so cute. Literally the cutest thing in the world. He's like my little child.
I love Angel. He's my favorite.
And some random guy walks up to him and goes, "Fuck, like, move, faggot," and just punches him in the arm. So you have...
At least it was in the arm, though. It was like more like a bro punch.
I think he was aiming for something else, but he was so drunk. And he was a fucking disgusting piece of shit, which I think to myself, you must, like, going out of your way to be, like, homophobic, transphobic. I just feel like you have something internalized deep down inside. Like, you secretly, like, want to be gay, or like,
maybe. I also just think that people like to go to words that cut the most. Like,
really?
Yeah, because you're gonna sit there and you look at someone who's well dressed, or whether they're gay or not, you're gonna be further be like, "Oh, you're a faggot." You know what I mean? Same thing. It's like you go for the low blows. Like, there's people who like they'll try to drag it out of you.
I learned that in life, people are going to project their insecurities onto you. And a lot of times it is not about you, even though you might internalize it, you might think, oh my God, this person is like saying these horrible, awful things to me. It really is just a reflection of them and what they're fighting and their own internal demons and battles. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of empathy for people who go out of their way to be a fucking... No, wait, because I've been a hateful ass bitch a few times. I'm not gonna lie. I can't sit here and pretend like I'm Gandhi. I said some fucked up shit in my life, but we're changing our way. I hate a bitch that goes out of their way to say shit. And and they attacked my little baby. And so we got him kicked out of parties. That shit was fun.
And I'm like, oh.
What's funny is like I laugh at situations like that. Someone's like, "Oh, you're a fucking trainer," duh. Like, "Oh, you're a fucking man," duh. But it's like for me, what pisses me off the most is when someone thinks that they don't want to engage in conversation with me because they don't want to be like, they don't want people to see that they're acknowledging a trans person, or they don't want to think that I'm trying to fuck them, which a majority of them I'm like, listen, you are nowhere near the type of guy I would ever try to have sex with. So to me, that's the only time I get pissed off. I'm like, you don't even want to acknowledge my existence because society has you thinking some weird way of me is crazy. That's when I'm like, fuck you. But other than that, bitch, call me whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
What a lot of people don't realize is when I first met Shayan, it took a lot of getting used to whenever we went places, the attention that I would get. You know, I'm not a big attention whore, but we'd walk in places and they'd just be like, holy shit, what the fuck, is that Kim Kardashian? You know what I mean? So it took a while to get used to. Now I love it. Anytime we go somewhere, it's my favorite thing to do is look at everyone's eyes and see oh my gosh, as soon as we walk through the door, it hits us. I love it. I feel like Pam and Tommy Lee.
Why play with one color in the crayon when you can play with all the colors?
Today or this week is our 8-year anniversary. We met each other in 2017.
Girl, you don't know math. That's 7 years. That's not 8 years.
And it's officially 2024, which is great because this episode is how we met. Well, at least Bray's over it, you know what I mean? So we have two different iterations of how we met. So it's kind of fun to hear you talk about how we met and then my version of it. So why don't you let us know?
Mine was, so it was April of 2017.
I love that when we were recording, she said that too. I'm like, bitch, I just said it was our anniversary. And you said April. That's how you know she doesn't listen.
April 2017. 7 years ago. My friend was throwing a birthday party at Mickey's upstairs. And I was like, oh, I don't really like going to gay clubs. Fuck that shit. And it was hot as hell up there, and it's still hot as hell up now. And they were like, no, please come. It's my birthday. So I was like, fine. I go upstairs, and there's a random go-go dancer, and he points at me, and he says, you, come over here. I'm like, okay, whatever. He's hot. And I was like, you work at a gay club. Are you straight? I don't get it. Why do you want my number? He was like, yeah, no, I'm straight. He's like, I want to take you out on a date. And I was like, okay, cool. Got his number. He started texting me, whatever. And then I started doing, at the time I was working on Browse, and I was telling Hillary Montez, oh yeah, I'm seeing this guy and we're going on dates or whatever. He showed up to my job and brought flowers and chocolate covered whatever, strawberries and shit like that. And I remember when we went on the date, he kept talking about this guy named Anthony. He's like, oh yeah, my homie Anthony, my best friend Anthony. I'm like, who the fuck is Anthony? It's me, Jessica. Why is this conversation not about me? Who is this person? It's all about me. It's Shayan's world, and you're all just living in it. And when I was doing Hillary Montez's Browse, she was like, oh, who's the guy that you're talking to and seeing? And I showed her a photo, and she goes, oh, he's dating this bartender named Anthony. Oh, and I was livid. I literally texted him because
I'm sure, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
I have no problem with bisexual guys at all. It's just personally not my preference. I'd rather date a guy that is straight and not curious because
what about sapiosexual?
No, fuck that. Sapiosexual, no. You better be Shayan sexual.
So for anyone asking, sapiosexual is the idea of someone who's in love or attracted to someone because of their intellect, their brain, regardless of their gender. But
yeah. No, I'm just be into me. That's it. Period. It's me, baby. It's all you need. And then so I remember that weekend, I was like, I'm going to go out to Mickey's. I'm going to find this bartender. I'm going to talk to him. And I literally went straight up to you and I was like, let's talk about this person. Which I'm not going to say his name because I do love his new girlfriend. We're still friends now. I like low-key want to have a threesome with him and his girlfriend. I think she's down, low-key. If you're watching, let's do it. And yeah, and then we exchanged numbers and you called me that night and we just talked the whole time. And I was like, well, I'm not going to like talk to him anymore, but I want to be your friend.
Yeah.
And then you and I became friends. And then I fell in love with your roommate.
Yes, one of them. She falls in love with all of them.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
And Aiden, whoever wins.
Cam,
they have to mud wrestle it out for my love.
I have no comment.
Oh, it's okay. You can tell me later. He's so cute. And he's rich.
So yeah, it was funny. I mean, I don't know the lead up story, of course. The only thing that I do remember, I was working at the bar and then you had come up to me and you're like, do you know this person? And I was like, yeah, I was in like a bromance, but in my mind, I'm like, yeah, you want to fuck girls, whatever. Again, we've talked about this previously. I'm not a jealous person, but it was funny how you were so angry and you wanted to come to me and you wanted to be loyal and you're just like, I don't fuck around like that, Yeah. And in my mind, I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, do you need a bottle of water or something? Like, and in my mind, I was like, you know what? This person seems pretty cool because prior to meeting you, I did not fuck with trans girls. Right. Trans girls, drag queens, I thought were scary and I don't like clowns.
He's scared of clowns. Girl, look at your exes.
Really put them in the same category of clowns. Like, put a bunch of done up makeup. They look scary to me. And trans girls, I still also just didn't know.
There are some trans girls that do drag, and there are some drag queens that are trans. But lumping us together is a little crazy because there is a difference for people who don't know. Trans is, how do I explain this? This does not, well, some of this comes off, but this does not come off at the end of the night. And for drag queens, usually it is like, it's an art form, basically. It is an art form. It is an exaggeration of whatever it could be. I mean, RuPaul says we're all born naked and the rest is drag.
You came up and I was, I really respect loyalty.
Loyalty.
Being someone who's going to come and tell me and be honest. I was like, you know what, that's kind of cool. Even though I didn't really care what was going on in the background with that situation. But yeah, and then fast forward and here we are. And what's the name of today's episode again?
The name is
something two worlds collide.
When two worlds collide. It really was a moment when two worlds collided. And after that, I think that night I talked to you on the phone for 2 hours and we've literally talked on the phone every single day for the past 7 years.
Well, it's funny. She actually left her credit card at the bar and I remember.
This pisses me off.
I remember she was like, "Oh, you can come drop that credit card off in my apartment," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, whatever. I've done this before." And I drive down. It's in the middle of West Hollywood somewhere, and she comes out in this like neon emerald green robe, silk robe that literally was above her knees with her little fucking ugly dog.
He didn't mean that. Look, he's pissed. He doesn't even want to look at the camera anymore.
And just walks up to my car, like literally like a prostitute. And I'm like, you've got to be like, I literally was like, oh man, like she's gonna want to invite me up or some shit.
I was trying to fuck him.
Honestly, it was like some Pretty Woman episode or something. She comes out with her little dog, like furry slippers on at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, oh, like I need to like just throw the credit card out the window and drive away really fast.
Bambino, you're a witness. Did I try to fuck him? No, I've never tried to have sex.
She didn't look like this in 2017.
It was before a few surgeries and stuff. It was a different time in my life for sure.
Yeah, she had a chiseled jaw though. It was kind of hot.
Excuse you. Whoa. Okay. Thank you, doctors.
Right.
But yeah, no, I never tried to fuck you. We have shared few people at times and like kissing you is like kissing like I don't know when it's like two like sorority girls make out. It's like, oh yeah, we're just doing this for like male approval and validation.
Yeah. Speaking of, there was a time that Shayan and I had a really interesting four-way though, with a runway girl who was a cis girl, and I hate me, cis girl. And she was a squirter. And that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced that.
Anthony made her squirt. It was kind of wild.
It was wild. Like I had never experienced this, and it was you squirt, you think maybe like a little squirt gun, like. It was like I'm going at it, and she's like, "Oh, the dam's gonna break. The dam's gonna break," and I was like. What does this mean? I'm going faster.
And
She's like,
I need to get the fuck away.
And she's playing with Shayan Sheenus, and like the whole thing.
At least he said Sheenus.
Going on.
We're really putting it out there this episode.
And all of a sudden, it was the sound of it. It sounded like someone had just taken a large cup of water and just dropped it on my bed. It was just like a whoosh sound.
But
I
it
was
went
like,
all over you though.
Yeah,
too.
it was all over the place.
Well, I had known
that
she was like that before. Because she had hired me.
Yes.
She had hired so first she had hired me to see a client together. And then I guess she like came up on a lot of money, and she hit me up one day. And I was actually on my third date with this guy who ended up being my boyfriend for like about 2 years. And she was like, "Hey, like I wanted to see you and I want to pay you to come fuck me." And I was like, "Wait, what? This is crazy." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm on a date with a guy right now." She was like, "I don't care. Bring him too. I'll pay for him too." And we made $5,000 off of her. Me and imagine telling like a guy you met 3 days ago, like, "Hey, you want to go fuck a girl together and make money?" He was like, "What?" And he had just moved from Ohio.
Yeah.
So we went over, and that was when it was brought to my attention that she was a squirter. Oh, he was such a fun ex. I loved him. I really loved him. It just sucks he's on meth right now. And then when we were in West Hollywood that night, we were drunk. We met up with that guy who can't say his name. I was like, "Oh," he was like, "Let's make it more interesting. Let's invite someone else over." I was like, "Are you into squirters?" And she came and squirted all over Anthony.
Yep.
She got me completely off guard with this topic. I honestly didn't want to make this entire episode just about like sexual experiences, but yeah, this gets super awkward for me.
Oh, squirting, I'm squirting. It's not like a fucking the aisle of, like the crab aisle. Oh, I don't know. And apparently it's like pee, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like 70% urine.
Did any like?
I'm not sure.
How
someone
did you?
Someone might want to fact.
Do you
check me on
remember
this,
like the sensory?
No, I don't. Not at all.
No, you locked it up.
No, we've had so many experiences since then.
No, yeah.
You know?
Well, and
that one only brings. Yeah, Shayan has a much better memory than I do about any of this. I just remember key parts, and I'm like, okay, that's all.
Well, we had a full circle moment with the guy that actually is the reason why we met each other. We had a threesome with him.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that.
I didn't see that as a normal. There's nothing really that stood out on that, to be honest with you. Everyone who's watching this has probably had multiple threesomes.
Or me like walking through the party completely naked.
Oh, you're talking about
that one.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the other one.
No, that was how we met.
Yeah.
It was a finally full circle moment. Because him and I had never done anything like that. We were just like going on dates. And then he was like, found out that he had a bromance with the bartender. I definitely caught him off guard on this one.
Yeah, that was funny actually. We were sitting there and Shayan brought up like, I'll be the aunt and you be the uncle.
Yeah. Because I knew he was into like some weird freaky stuff. So I was like, let me go like say something dirty to him. I don't know. I was on a Molly that night. And then next thing I know, he like points at Anthony and I. He's like, "You two get in the shop right now." And we're like, "Shit, okay, fine. Yeah, about damn time." Took 5 years.
Hope my mom's not watching this.
Oh yeah, but it's
kidding.
Oh my god, the biggest sick in the world though, huh? A figure, that's my type. That's my type. That's my type.
All right, so yeah, what we're missing on context here is we ended up having some crazy, three-way in the shower at one of the houses, and the entire staff of the bar was there, and it was a party that we threw at my house. I don't know what it was for, but anyway, we went from one bedroom to the other, and we run out. And we're all holding our junk, and Shayan has a towel over her, not realizing that the towel only went to like her waist. Like she literally put the towel over her shoulders, thinking that it was covering everything. And she walks into the living room and you could see everything from the waist down on Shayan. But in her mind, she was like, "Oh, thinks she's super cute with her little towel on, walking out." And Oh my God, I felt so embarrassed for her. This is why this whole conversation, I wasn't prepared for this at all. I'm sorry, Mom. I know you probably are watching this.
Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this too. I've already failed my mom enough times. It's fine. What's wrong?
It's nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'm not gay.
No, but it's like a Corvette with no engine. It's so pretty to look at, but it doesn't start.
Going in.
Well, it is. It's like a pretty, it's like so beautiful and giant, but it doesn't work. So sad.
Ferrari with no engine.
Yeah.
Cam's the car guy over there.
Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't get the reference, a beautiful car with no engine is because the second that there's like alcohol or drugs, it's like whiskey dick. So that's where the reference of a nice car with no engine comes in.
Nothing pisses me off more than a dick that can't get hard.
You want? Oh,
Sorry.
Bless you. Do you need anything, baby?
all right, ready and go.
Keep that in.
Geez, I think I got COVID between her and him. Jeez, fuck.
So, what are your thoughts about kids?
Well, that was a big reason why I wanted to get sober, because I can't be like in the club getting crazy, like doing wild shit, and then one day decide like, oh, I want kids. And I'm 32 now, and I told myself 35, no matter what, whether I have a husband or not, no matter what, I'm going to adopt a child, a boy.
There ain't nobody gonna let this woman have a child.
I want 2 boys. That's my dream. And I already have their names, Shadow and Shiloh.
It's really hard to adopt, actually, in California.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
really
but
hard.
my friend, one of my really good friends, she has 2 that she adopted, and they're amazing. And they have the cutest family.
I always feel weird about adopting because it's almost like buying like a used car.
No, you
You
adopted
never know
your
what kind of
dog.
issues you have. That my dog was a
Oh, it's a purebred
puppy, but I mean, like, you never know what kind of issues the kids.
But
may
I
have or
like that.
something.
I love a broken little soul. That's why I
Yeah, but
like,
what if it tries to kill you? Because like it has like really fucked up mental issues in the past.
I don't know. No, I feel like I can. I feel like if anyone has the patience for it, I can. What am I gonna adopt? Like the fucking kid from The Omen? No. The hell, bitch. Like what? If I look at his little wrists and I see 666, bitch, I'm out. The fuck? Hell no. Because watching my mom, I don't know if people know about my sister in that situation, but my sister has cerebral palsy. So my mom, talk about raising a tough child, and my mom's always had that. And I feel like a lot of that, I've seen that in her, and that's kind of something that I've always wanted to do, is like take care of something that no one else wanted, or like that was broken or something.
So you're telling me that her family has a fruit and a vegetable?
So what are your thoughts on abortions?
I can't comment on it because I can't have an abortion, but personally it goes a little bit against like my personal beliefs, but I can't have a child, so therefore I cannot speak what I think. Do what you want with your body. And,
Yeah, it's the same thing. I feel I just when it gets up to like the 6th-ish month or something like that, I think that's just crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like when the brain is starting to form, it's tough. And people are like, oh, what if, she was raped? I'm like, well, you would technically want to do that shit really early on. You know what I mean? You wouldn't wait till the 6th month to be like, you know what? I'm good on this. You know
I've never really researched, like, can they do it past the 3rd?
Yeah, you can do it up to the 9th month in California. Yeah. That's the whole argument that people are having, is that
the first
it's not
trimester,
until
I
it's
kind of
actually out of the womb. That's anyway. That's a whole another topic.
Shit.
But
okay, well, what about you?
So yeah,
You
no, I
still
definitely want kids.
Yeah.
I'm working on a surrogacy program. But another thing I've always kind of thought about, and I see such crazy fucked up families and kids and whatnot. What are your thoughts on the whole idea of having to apply for a child? You know what I mean? I always say that, you have to go through an application process for credit,
For sure.
this, that, background check to buy like a $15,000 car. But then like, anyone could go and just get knocked up and have a baby and just like be stuck with this life that now you have to just take care of. So I don't know. I've always thought, there should be an application process or something, some kind of like mental check. I don't even know. I just don't think that people should be able to just pop fucking children
I
out.
understand what you're saying, but I also think it's going to be another way for the government to be able to abuse that and be able to control us even more. And that is, having a kid is technically like free will, right? You can,
Yeah, no. I feel like it's just fucked up. There's some people that I know that can barely take care of themselves, and then it's like, oh, we're having a baby. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, here I am trying to do a surrogacy program at $200,000 is what they're quoting me out for a full surrogacy program. And, you know, down the street, they're just like, oh, we're on our 6th child here. You know what I mean? And the government's going to give us $1,000 per child. I'm like, this is just fucking nuts to me. So,
I mean, they need to do that with guns too. Like, there should be a psych evaluation for guns also, right? Well, my biggest dream, actually, I've dreamt of this a lot, is like you and I just sitting and our kids like playing with each other. I think it would be
would you want a boy or a girl?
A boy, for sure.
What would you name him?
His name's gonna be Shadow. So we're gonna be Shayan and Shadow. Which is funny because I like human names for
dog movie.
Homeward Bound. I remembered it.
Yeah, it's weird. I like human names for dogs, but then a dog name for a son. I don't know. It's kind of wild. But Shayan and Shadow, I think would be really cute. What are you gonna name yours?
I want a boy, and I would name him. I was thinking Hayden, Hayden or Haydn.
Oh, Anthony is gonna make a great father one day. I know he will be.
I don't know.
Oh,
what about you, Cam?
And Shadow are gonna play.
That's funny. When I first met Cam, he was probably 19 years old.
Yeah, 19.
And he was already talking about having a child.
Oh, ready when you are, Cam. How old are you now?
Now he is. Yeah.
You got sexier with age. You did. And your brother too.
So Cam is one of my best friends. We've known each other now 4 years, and now he's a grown man.
He is.
You still feel the same? I feel like you're such a different person than you were when I first met you.
Yeah, I still kind of feel the same. But I changed a lot about like I want a lot of kids, to be honest.
Yeah.
But like not for a while.
Yeah, I think he wants more cars than he does kids though.
Like a long time. Probably like 7 or 8 years.
Okay. How many do you want?
Like
a lot.
5.
Good.
He wants to live the good Mormon lifestyle.
You should though. We have a population is decreasing.
There you go. Yeah, it's like Elon Musk. He just had another one, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of want a lot.
Yeah,
it's like number 10.
You should, and you can.
But not anytime soon.
Yeah. I just want. If I had a
what
name? Yeah. I haven't gotten that.
That's a lot of kids.
Like that's a girl thing to do.
Oh.
Yeah, true. I would name. I'd have like 4 kids, and I would just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
One. How many kids do you want?
I just want 1.
1.
Yeah.
I ideally, so it depends. I think I want 2 boys, and then just by myself. But then if I have a husband, then I want 2 boys, 2 girls.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that he has a cat that's a girl and a dog that's a girl, so that we can have 4 and 4. This is my dream life. Okay. So? Yes.
I'm like, give me a kid, blah blah. Throw him on a motorcycle, call it a day. And she's like, well, this is what I want. I'm like,
oh Lord. I don't even know. She wants to build an entire, what is that, Noah's Ark?
Well, it's the mental instability and delusions of grandeur kicking in. My dream life that I want. Manifesting, right? You gotta manifest it. I'm most likely gonna die alone. It's okay.
Oh, right. Next.
Because I have no will to live. No, I'm just
again, she says it again. People are gonna literally be sending us like the what's it called? Suicide hotline number.
Can they send me money instead?
So would you be mad if you caught the person you were dating watching porn?
Absolutely.
Oh, why?
Because first of all, I look like a porn star. You don't need porn when you're with me. I look like a porn star. Second of all my friends do porn. So if you're watching them, you're watching my friend, and I'd be really pissed. If we are in a grocery store and I see like a cute girl walk by, I will watch you like a hawk to see if you like double take or look. I will watch you like a hawk. It's like, ew. And then, why do you need porn? Trust me, I will keep you very, very happy.
Bangbros.com.
No, but still, it's like just because you're in a relationship, they're not dead. They still could look, and like as long as they don't touch. Like I never understood that.
No,
like,
I need someone obsessed with me. I need someone that
I feel like that's such a girl thing. It's such a girl thing. I've never met like a gay couple or a gay who's ever been like, I don't know. Cam, what are your thoughts on that? Are you someone who would get mad if your girlfriend was watching porn?
No, but I'm also like very
just chill
with relationships in general.
Yeah,
you would be in an open relationship.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You'd let her go do whatever she wants.
In the time of my life.
This dumb bitch. He said he's open in his relationships. Doesn't mean he wants an open relationship. Jesus Christ. Thank God you're pretty.
The time of my life right now, I don't really care about being like
damn,
super attached or like one like super dedicated to one person.
Yeah.
But that's I used to not be like that at all. I used to be super like relationshipy, but just right now I'm not.
Well, don't worry, I only want you, so something matters.
Yeah, but I feel like it's such a girl thing. I just never understood it. But
Don't watch porn or I'll be fucking pissed.
do you any of your exes have you blocked?
All of them.
I wonder why.
Every single one.
Are you toxic, Shayan?
Literally all of them. Literally. I think I got blocked like twice this week. Maybe a little.
Actually, it's kind of funny because I know of a situation where she was trying to get a hold of this guy she was seeing, and it wasn't even like they were together for like 2 weeks. But she called him from like 50 random people's phones. She literally was walking through a club and was like, "Can I borrow your phone to call someone?" And calling him on, I kid you not, like 50 other people's phones, and he would answer like, "Who's this?" And like, it was just nuts to me.
It was New Year's. I had about like 10
You know
shots
what's
of
funny though
Hennessy.
is people are gonna see this and they're gonna be like, "Fuck, this bitch is nuts."
Well, I don't care. That's fine. Know what you're getting into. Know what you're signing. It's like you're dating me is like selling your soul to the devil.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take that soul forever. You're mine forever.
until she blocks you.
If I can't have you, nobody else can. But no, yeah, and then I had like so many Hennessy shots that night, and I texted him and I was like, Happy New Year's. You were the worst thing that ever happened to me, because he really did me dirty, and you agree he did me really dirty.
He did her dirty. Trust me. Don't hurt me.
That was like my soulmate. What? We almost went to jail together. It was very like, I don't know. I loved him. I told him I love you after like knowing him for a day. The person I still love is that rock and roll boy. He's my soulmate, my twin flame. I want to drink his blood. Oh my God. And then he was like, "Okay, fine," blocked me. And I was like, "Oh no!" And that's where like the borderline personality disorder and attachment issues came in, and abandonment issues came in. And
Yeah, we talked about this on the last episode. Where you said you just don't like being blocked or blocking people.
No, it freaks me out.
For me, it's like it's built in. That's what it's for. Use it. Like
I have a fear
I'm
of being
the first person. I literally
abandoned.
block.
I'm blocking someone right now.
Yeah, no. And so I was like, I literally ran through the entire club and I was like, "Can I borrow your phone?" As I'm like crying. And I just remembered his number by fucking memory. And at one point he just eventually caught on and he was like, "So who is this?" And I was like, my lip liner was Jeff. That was like the name of my lip liner. And I was like, "Oh, this is Jeff. Hey, what are you doing tonight? Let me
Damn,
come
that
over."
voice. Holy shit. Who's that?
It's because I'm sick.
Oh shit.
It's because I'm sick. I can go into a lower register.
Was that someone? Who else is here?
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
But
like
yeah,
Clark Kent
no.
and Superman. Over
He
here.
was like, "I don't think this is Jeff," and hung up on me.
Hold on. This actually brings up an interesting topic where I fucking hate when trans girls pick this side. Like I've seen it happen more than once. Not the only time, but there are trans girls, especially at the bar, and they'll get into fights, and it's so funny to me. Where it's like, nice, cute, this, and that, and the second they get mad, is like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And I'm like, you don't get to do that. It's just so funny because it just happened to me like a week ago. This girl who I've known for a long time, she comes to the bar, and I was across the bar. I was joking with her, and I was throwing limes just to get her attention, and like she couldn't see me. I don't know what it was, but like she looked around and found the first person that she thought it was, and walked over and was like, "Hey, motherfucker, you trying to get?" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And I had to grab her and calm her, and I'm like, "Yo, it was me." But like, she's like, "Oh, he doesn't know who he's fucking with." Da, 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 da. And I'm like, "All right, like you don't get to just choose like, oh, I'm trans now, and then I'm a man now." Like you stay in your lane. I'm telling all you trans girls out here,
I don't know.
This is how you end up getting
don't
your
listen
shit.
to him. Fuck that bitch up. Period.
It's like all of a sudden it's like pull the nails off.
Yeah, what do you think I had press-ons? Boom.
I actually saw a girl at the party with press-on nails, and she was talking about putting her finger in her boyfriend's butthole.
Yeah,
she's like, he didn't like it, and I was like, you wonder why? I was like, you better fucking bite those nails off.
No, I've literally in bed have been like,
no, you got to do a hak tui, right?
except I got in trouble for doing that one time at a club. The guy thought I actually spit on him. I was like, "You're so sexy," and he thought I spit on him, and he was like, "What the fuck, you crazy bitch?" This is also why I don't drink anymore. So, do you still have a lot of straight guys that go to Mickey's?
Yeah, I'd say Friday and Saturdays are our straightest nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it so funny when a straight guy like cracks the code and starts going to like gay clubs and then they realize like, oh, I can have a much better time here?
Yeah, but they'll always come in alone. Like,
Yeah.
There's a guy who comes in all the time and he's by himself and he leaves with the girl every single night.
Every
you know what I
single
mean?
night. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a guy that, actually more than one. There's quite a few actually do that every single time. They come in, they come right to me. They get their exact drink. There's always a different girl. And he'll come in and he'll even ask me, be like, yo, so is there anything good out tonight? And I don't think he knows that, I'm gay. So he'll just ask me like, yo, like what's up? And I'm like, oh, I'll just point at some random ass hoes or some shit. And I'll be like, yeah, just go check it out.
Yeah.
And sure enough, boom, gone.
Yeah. Well, because straight clubs suck. Everyone's on their phone. The music sucks. It's so expensive to get in for guys. A lot of the girls are not DTF because they're just like, oh, ew, I don't want to be approached. Get away, freak. But I feel like girls will go to a gay club not wanting to get hit on, and then they go and they see a bunch of hot, sweaty men that don't want them, and then they're like, fuck, I need to get validated. I need to fuck something. Yeah. And the one straight guy that's there, they'll have sex with them.
But I also think on my end, what I see being behind the bar is that straight clubs, you go to the bar to get laid. You know what I mean? And in the gay community, almost everyone's there is probably already hooked up and they're going there just to party. So there's no like crazy watering hole where it's just like, oh my God, let's like pick off the weak, you know what I mean? And grab the ones and then take them home. Like the gay bars, you just want to go and you want to get fucked up. Yeah. So I'd say that at the bar, we had 19, I want to say, litigations last year, and almost all of them were straight women. And it's because they get fucked up, they fall down, they fight, they wear flat-footed sandals and slip, and
not me.
They always have these crazy dramatic stories. And it's funny because at the bar, we've actually, this was years ago, but we used to try to figure out how to keep women from coming into the bar because it was constant.
Trans women too, or no?
Well, this was before trans was really a big thing. There was the trans movement's definitely newer. You know what I mean? This is like, I'm talking about 2015, 16. I'd never even seen a trans girl at the bar prior to like you. Trans, I'll be honest, there's like a trans movement going on because y'all are taking over Grindr, and I see it in the comments.
Which is weird. I don't have
I see that shit in the comments.
Whenever she comes over and gets drunk, she grabs my phone and says, let's go on Grindr. Let's find some hot guys. So she's lying.
Of the last post where we did, and people are like, trans only, CD, femme trans only. It is fucking actually crazy. Like, you know what I mean? It's pretty. Yeah.
No, it's crazy because I remember back in the day, like when I first started my transition, I just randomly like, whenever you would go on Grindr or anything, like they would tell you like, get off, like you're a woman, get off. Because I made like, one of my friends had one and we were just like joking around, like we're just looking for friends, like people to party with, hot gay guys that want to party with us. That was it. But now every trans girl I know is on it. I've only had it for 1 second, and it was because, it's going to be really big back to me to say, but I was getting ready for a BBL, right?
What's that?
A Brazilian butt lift. So
got it.
Where Which is? Basically my stomach is in my ass right now.
Oh, there we go.
So I wanted, they were like, oh, you need to like thicken up or whatever. And I really wanted Magnum ice cream. And for some reason, I didn't want to DoorDash it because it felt wrong to like DoorDash like a big thing of ice cream. So I was like, let me see if this works. I went on Grindr.
Don't whisper.
And I put in a food order to a guy. I said, you can come over as long as you bring me a whole thing of Magnum ice cream. And he did.
Girl, this isn't the first time you've done this. You told me so many stories where you're like, he's bringing me McDonald's.
Lies.
Girl, I've gotten a guy to mount a TV on my wall, bring me McDonald's, Starbucks, Magnum ice creams, and didn't even put out. Just for them to be in the presence of a goddess. But no, that was the only time when I did. I will specifically sometimes go on dating apps and invite a guy just to bring me food, and then they come over and I'm just eating and talking, and I can talk.
She can eat too.
and eating, and then they're like, oh, so is that it? And I was like, yeah, that's it. All right, bye. And like, don't even hook up with them, nothing. Just, it's like a DoorDash. It's great. It's a great business. People should do it.
Oh my gosh. And now she's banned from Grindr for life.
No, I guess. Yeah, that's also another reason. Because you can't like do like transactional stuff. They like crack down on that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my God, me and my leg. What is going on?
Someone commented about Anthony's like leg positions, and under a video they said he might as well just put his legs over his head at this point. So 7 years of us being friends. You're honestly such an amazing friend in my life. You're basically like, I don't know if I necessarily believe in like soulmates, twin flames and all that, but you're like a soulmate to me, even though we don't like fuck or anything. But you've taught me a lot about myself and who I am. And I think I met you in a time when I was still figuring out who I was and had no sense of direction, nothing. I was just like this wild little like uncontrollable animal.
Oh, this was she wanted to be emotional. Oh.
Hell no. That's gay.
Gay.
I'm getting emotional. Oh,
Shayan wanted to do a deep moment.
Feelings are for fags, but
feelings are for fags. I don't know. It's tough. I can say having you in my life has definitely been an adventure. You're definitely. I don't even. Yeah, it's so tough. I don't even know how to put this into words because again, I've said this in the past where my brain doesn't think these ways. You know what I mean? I kind of live in just like my own little Anthony's world where everything constantly goes in the direction where I want it to go.
God, I'm such a hot mess.
But yeah, you're always a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? It's very, I want to say uplifting for the most part, but sometimes your drama brings me down to a level where I'm like, God damn it. But it is, I do probably live for the drama, like subconsciously. Because like there's times where I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl drives me nuts. But then I'm just like, tell me more. Like, I'm like, oh, here we go again with another story. I want to hear all of it. It's like that saying, it's like, you've seen one dick, you want to see them all.
Yeah. You're my emergency contact for everything. When I almost went to jail, you were the first person I called and I wrote down your number on my arm. By the way, if you're going to jail, write down the person's number on your arm.
Yeah, or just memorize it.
Memorize that.
Yeah. I think, who did I? Oh, mine was Aaron.
And
his number is easy. His number is
You got a tattoo
easy.
with him and not me. But that's bad luck. I would actually never get like a match. I would get a guy's name tattooed on me just because it's like hot,
that's fucking crazy.
sexy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Especially like on the trip. I don't know. But yeah, you're basically family at this point. We've been through a lot. Like it's crazy how much we've gone through. And even seeing your growth and just like how you've like stepped into such an amazing man. And you're just, what I say is this, growing up, my parents always told me, because I obviously grew up being a boy, and they were like, you know, the one thing that I'm going to teach you about being a man is always be a man of your word. And I think every single guy I've ever met in my life has never been a man of their word, except for you.
No, I like that. That's that saying is you are only as good as your word or something like that. I'm sure I fucked that up. But
a man is only as good as his word. That's what it was.
Yeah. I think it's crazy too, because it's like, you know, you are a gay man.
Bitch, I ain't gay.
But at the same time, you're more of a man than any of these straight men have ever been in their life and ever will be in their life. And I look up to you a lot. So I love you.
Thanks. Love you, sis.
Yeah. Now, can you send me money for rent?
Jesus Christ.
Just kidding. Oh, yeah.
I know Shayan was searching for a moment, and I'm not good at them, so she'll probably see this on the final episode, but I love you too. Of course, we're doing this together as much as we drive each other crazy. We're going to be there till the very end, and that's probably you calling me on the phone right now. Nope, it's Cam. Hello?
I don't know about a lot of other people, but I can really express myself better in text.
Yeah.
Like I can't sit here and have this conversation and tell you this shit.
The fuck was that?
But I could literally sit there and text. What are you laughing at over there? Huh?
He's shy.
Joey, what's going on? I want to hear it. Cam, you're gay?
No.
My man is not gay. My man is not gay. That's my man.
Well, actually, speaking of Cam there's two things I want to mention about Cam. One, what's your quote? Is doing things. It's on your arm. What is it?
I have on my arm action over intention.
That's always I really like that.
Over say what you.
Yeah, I do love that. And something that I'm a lot more similar to Cam with is when I was younger, I'm going to age myself, back when there were dinosaurs roaming the planet. I never used to say the word I love you. I hated it. I didn't grow up in a family that was really big on the I love yous, you know what I mean? My dad was very much like, you know, when I wanted something, it'd be gifts, you know what I mean? He'd be like, oh yeah, you know, you get good grades, here you go, here's a gift. You know, it was never much like, I love you, you know what I mean? It just wasn't a thing. So for me, it took a while to even say that word. Not to this day, someone had recently asked me like, what drives you to say the word love? Like, I love you. And for me, I say, you know what, if you died or if you left or something tomorrow, and I would be crushed about it. Like if it would really like put a dent in my life, that's how I determine if I say that I love you. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people who come and go that like, if they died, I'd be sad for like a day. You know what I mean? And you know, whatever, but it wouldn't be like a detriment to me. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I do things that determine it. And it's funny because I know Cam, that's a hard word for you over there. But he said it recently in a text message to me. He was just like, love you, bro. And I was like, no fucking way. I was like, no way. Cute. But it was kind of funny. So it just kind of shows that we grow as humans, you know?
Yeah. No, for sure. You've definitely grown a lot since I met you.
Yeah. Well,
you've opened up a lot more.
I could say that. Yeah. I've always had a lot of walls up.
Yeah.
But that's sometimes they're necessary when you live in LA.
I think that's what I was drawn to with you is because...
And Jay's going to tell me to stop looking down. Sorry.
Are you fucking kidding me? I literally tell him to not be on his phone, and even during the confessionals when he needs to be paying attention to the video, he's like, thank you.
We're literally polar opposites in every single way. And even like working with each other and stuff, like being able to like figure out how to make that work. I'm an Aries, you're a Libra. We're on opposite sides. So it's crazy. Libras always come in my life and teach me so many lessons about myself, which is wild. Dad's Libra. You know who is a Libra. You're a Libra.
I don't know anything about astrology or signs. She loves talking about this, but I'll tell you one thing. Your ass is in retrograde.
I'm making strides to move forward in life. Yeah, pretty wild.
My dog's a Libra. Actually, he's a Virgo.
My dog's a Libra. Bambino, October 3rd. I got him the day after your birthday. Yay. Oh, so cute. I love you. Right. Should we do a hug?
No.
So, Tony, what is one beneficial thing that you learned from this podcast? Nothing.
There's always room to grow.
Well, that wraps our chapter 3 on, what was it called again?
When Two Worlds Collide.
When Two Worlds Collide.
When Two Worlds Collide.
And now it's our favorite part, which is...
ice cream!
No, game time, you fat hoe. Jesus Christ. So, for this game, Cam is going to ask us some questions, and we're going to answer if we were each other.
So we're going to have a Freaky Friday moment. So if you were in my body for a day, and if I was in your body, what would you do if you were in my body for a day?
That's a stupid question. I would probably fuck everything.
Hot.
I would just literally walk around with my titties out and just be like, y'all want some titties?
As long as you record it so I can see when you get it back. Like, I want to know what would
you do with me?
Ooh, probably Venmo me.
Use my Face ID to go on my bank account.
I'll go in your bank. I'd be like, let me just send myself some money. So when I switch back, I got a cute little cushion for the pushing, baby.
All right. So send it over to Cam Casey, our game show host today.
The sexy Cam Casey.
Yeah. He's charging me a fortune to be here. So that's it.
So if you guys came into $1 million, what do you think you guys each other would do?
1 million?
Yeah.
Shit, you can't buy much with that these days. I was gonna say buy a house, but houses go for like 1.3 million. Fuck. Probably go to like Compton and buy a house. How much are they going for? Like
I don't know.
700,000. Arizona, maybe buy a couple houses, Airbnb them out. That's what I would do if I was. That's what you would do.
No. If someone give me $1 million cash, I wouldn't go buy another house. I have too many houses. I would probably get a whole life insurance policy for $10 million and pay that $1 million off.
Oh,
That's what I would do
shit.
personally.
Okay. Damn.
If I were you,
Uh-huh.
if I was Shayan with $1 million, where do I begin? I would have 6 of my ribs removed
Yes.
because I just know that's what she talks about all the time.
Yes.
She wants to have her ribs removed.
Yes.
I'd get like 15 more human hair wigs.
This is my hair.
I would have a few extra tattoos removed, and then add one to her entire back.
Yeah.
And then I would find a way to make my hands and shoulders smaller.
Yeah. You know me so well. Wow. It's like,
Oh, and then at the end, I'd buy a GT3 RS.
yes. Will I have enough money at that point?
No.
Oh, yay.
Oh, it depends if you go to Colombia for your surgeries.
Oh, yeah.
Or
I can
Turkey.
knock a few.
Okay, the next question is how do you guys feel about PDA?
Oh, Anthony hates it.
I'm not a huge fan. She's right. Shayan loves it. She would get fucked on Denny's
Anywhere.
table thing.
As long as kids aren't around, I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking.
Yeah. We'll go somewhere and Shayan will literally be like, spit in my drink.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm on play under the table, all that shit.
yeah, she loves it.
Freak.
If you guys had a superpower, what superpower would you guys want?
Oh,
Be able to see through each other through clothes. Okay.
that's actually
You're so
right.
dick curious. I feel like you'd be like, ring, 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 ring.
Either that or probably invisibility.
And to go look at dicks.
No, to bring it to the bank.
And then to go look at more dicks.
Shayan, her superpower would be. Oh my god, this is difficult. Honestly, that's a hard one. I don't even know. That's a hard question.
I would
What
do
would
a
it be?
force field. So like, cause you could fly and then you can like stop something and you can like pick something up. You can like break something. Like that'd be so sick. I'd be like, you, I don't like you. Get away from my man. Throw your ass over.
What is your guys' vices?
Ooh, Shayan's is surgery.
Anthony's is a broke man that lives in a random fucking town that has like 3 teeth and like a child that's abandoned and a car payment that's like 10 months past due that really needs help but can get hard.
Next question is what's something that turns you guys off?
Oh, Shayan, short guys.
Yeah, that's no. Sorry for short kings.
And short means anything less than 6'2".
Yeah, basically. That's your midget at that point. Let's see. Anthony's turn off. Okay. Okay. Smart. Rich. Has their life together. I mean, I could go on and on and on.
Jesus.
More than 8 teeth.
Oh my god.
No daddy issues. I don't know. Yeah. Is that right?
Yep. Spot on.
Where do you guys see each other in 5 or 10 years?
If I was Shayan, still, oh god, still chasing, trying to buy a GT3
Block that name out.
RS.
No. Block that name out. You have to block
Her
that.
cat will be 9 years old, and she'll be living in a nice 2-bedroom apartment in Hollywood.
Oh, sounds like a good time. Do I look good at least?
She looks.
That's all I
She's
meant.
missing 6 ribs.
Perfect. That sounds like the dream life. If I was Anthony, more houses, a successful podcast.
Ooh, I like that.
That was able to, he was able to retire and have kids. And then, oh, look, Auntie Shayan is coming over with her kids and we're going to have a play date.
There we go.
Does that sound good?
Cute.
Yay.
High five.
I don't know why I went that way.
Your force field.
Oh, wait, can we use this arm? Because this is my skinnier arm. All right, well, thanks for watching.
See you next week or 2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's all, folks. If you want to watch more fucked up shit,
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
woo!